It's Holy Week. Okay, tomorrow, Good Friday. Sunday, Easter Sunday. Yeah, and, well, what can I say? Passover has started. Everything's just kind of thrown a bit topsy-turvy. Yeah, if you're working from home, you may even lose sight of what day of the week it is. Yeah, and the big question, does the Easter Bunny know about social distancing? Yeah, and will he be able to fit a mask over that long nose and big ears? Hey, that's what everybody wants to know. Yeah, and we're waiting. We are waiting for a declaration from either the cities or the county or the state or the feds. Is the Easter Bunny considered an essential worker? It's not for me to say, in the words of Johnny Mathis.
The president announced that he will extend social distancing guidelines through April 30th.
In the KXO newsroom, we've got a COVID-19 update from the Imperial County Health Department.
Coronavirus is affecting everyone.
He has issued a domestic travel warning for
coronavirus death in Baja California.
Was diagnosed with COVID-19.
It's a COVID-19 survival tip.
Globally, we have passed the 500,000 mark for cases of COVID-19.
Stay home. Stay home.
Hope everybody's safe.
Well, we will keep you informed, up to date, in touch with what's going around the world, what's going around California, and certainly what is going on around the Imperial Valley. Coming up, we've got to look at, world and California news, local news, in-depth weather, and all sorts of other good things. Good morning, Gene.
Good morning, Carroll.
Yes. Let's see. Today is Unicorn Day. Let's hear it.
Unicorn, huh?
Yeah. Let's hear it for unicorns.
Wasn't there a song written about a unicorn?
Yes. The Irish Rovers
Yeah,
did it.
the Irish Rovers.
Yes. And what can I say? I believe in unicorns.
Well, those Irish people, they probably see white elephants, too, They partake a little bit.
Just a wee dram, a wee drop, just to ward off the chill.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It's cold all the time, isn't it?
Yes.
That's what I thought.
Okay. Are you ready for birthdays?
I'm ready for birthdays. Ready for the local birthdays. I know the big shots, they come first, huh?
Okay. Well, actress Michael Learned. She was Ma on the Waltons. She's 81.
Very learned, by the way.
Yes. Actor Dennis Quaid, 66. Actor Mark Pellegrino is 55. Actress model Paulina Poroskova, 55. Actress Cynthia Nixon is 54. Actress Keisha Knight Pulliam. She was on The Cosby Show. She was the little one. She's 41. Actor Charlie Hunnam is 40. Actor Jay Baruchel is 38. Actress Anne Funk is 35. Actor Jordan Masterson, 34. Actress Leighton Meester, 34. Never heard of her anyway. Singer-actor Jesse McCartney is 33. Actress Kristen Stewart is 30. Actress Elle Fanning is 22. Actor Isaac Hempstead Wright is 21. Okay, ready for local?
Yeah, I have family that has the last name Fanning.
Okay, you're probably related.
Yeah, you don't hear that name very much.
No.
There's a lot going on right now, and broadcasters are on the ground covering all of it, bringing you the weather, the traffic, and breaking news, all while entertaining you 24 hours a day. Someone needs to tell you what's going on around the world and in our hometowns, and that someone is us. We are free radio. We are always there. We are broadcasters. Visit wearebroadcasters.com or text radio to 52886 to learn more. Furnished by NAB and this station.
Happy birthday, Amanda Angulo, Loretta Mars, Jessica Estrada, Peggy Ramirez, Claudia Perez, Augustine Leva, Daniel Herrigi, Elisa Santana, Michael Kirby, Hayden Mead, Frank Marquez, JJ Noriega, Joe Vindiola, Corey Wilson, Lloyd English, Sonia Sanchez, Sylvia Suarez, Adriana Paz, Dominic Perez, and KXO's Jared Anchando. Happy birthday. Yeah, Jared, what, 18 today?
Well, if you haven't met him, Jared, you probably would say, Carroll, yeah, I think you're right.
He looks 18.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Actually, he's not a day over 19, I'm sure.
Yeah, especially, when he hangs around with you and I, and, he looks even younger.
Yes, sirree.
Yeah, anyway, hard to believe. Again, we talked about it. It's Holy Week. Tomorrow, Good Friday. Sunday,
Yeah.
Easter Sunday. Most of the churches are doing online services.
Streaming.
So,
Yeah, some were already doing it. It has paved the way for others to do it for the first time, but probably here to stay in one form or another.
I think so. And it's just hard to get used to.
Oh, yeah.
And it's not over yet, not by a long shot.
What do you mean, as far as the changes and stuff?
Well, the social distancing and that, if we're lucky, we're somewhere in the middle.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, probably.
Okay.
Probably.
Just my observations and observations from what's going on around the rest of the world with this. So, okay, and nothing scientific.
Nothing, no.
No, not in my mind. Okay, are you ready for the news?
I'm ready.
Okay, it's real news. And it's brought to you this morning by Lock Air Conditioning, your year-round comfort specialist. Right now, the perfect time to have that new air conditioner installed. Get it done before it gets hot.
CBS News update. The government says 6.6 million people filed first-time unemployment claims last week. CBS's Jill Schlesinger.
This means over the course of 3 weeks, nearly 16.8 million Americans filed claims for unemployment benefits.
That's about 1 in 10 workers. Economist Joel
We
Naroff.
should start seeing those claims numbers begin to ease back in the weeks to come. Still, the economy has a long way to go, and it could be years before we get an unemployment rate that is anywhere near what we saw before the virus hit.
CBS's Gwen Baumgartner says essential workers getting some safety recommendations.
The CDC is out with new guidelines to help keep essential workers on the job, even if they've been exposed to COVID-19.
Take their temperature before they go to work, wear a face mask at all times, and practice social distancing.
Previous recommendations suggested self-isolating for 14 days.
CBS News update. I'm Peter King.
Lock Air Conditioning wants you to protect the things you care about. Protect your family with the air scrubber that utilizes Active Pure, certified technology to protect against airborne and surface contaminants. Clean, deodorize, purify, and protect not only your family, but your home. The air scrubber installs easily to your heating and cooling system, and it's made in the USA. Call Lock Air Conditioning now for details. 760-353-4501. Lock Air Conditioning, and protect the things you care about. Contractor's license number 696216.
California headline news. Concern about a rising number of COVID-19 cases in nursing home facilities around the state. More than 80 patients evacuated from a nursing home in Riverside after employees of the facility didn't show up for work 2 days in a row.
A young lady showed up. She was a nurse here, and she was reporting to work, ironically. And she was saying that it's true that a number of the staff were very worried. They were scared.
Health Department spokesman Jose Bayo, 34 confirmed cases of coronavirus at that facility, 5 of them employees. In Alameda County, 6 people have died from COVID-19 at an assisted care facility there. Another 26 testing positive at a nursing home in Castro Valley. Governor Newsom says his sampling indicates the infection rates aren't affecting any one group disproportionately here.
It tracks modestly so along the lines of total population. Deaths not dissimilarly track.
Another rainy day in Southern California. Some clearing finally expected late tomorrow. Mostly dry up north. Jeff Scott, California News.
World and California News headlines brought to you this morning by Lock Air Conditioning, your year-round comfort specialist.
O'Reilly.
This is Jesse's O'Reilly Auto Parts story.
As a nurse, not making it to work was not an option. But driving through the snow with my wiper blades struggling, I just didn't feel safe. So I pulled into O'Reilly Auto Parts, and before I knew it, an employee was offering to install the wiper blades on my car. I got to stay out of the snow for a moment, and I still made it to work on time.
O'Reilly Auto Parts.
The game is about to start. Get your face out your phone. Just a minute. I'm completing the 2020 census. Why do you care? Listen, the census will impact how and where public funds will flow in our communities each year. If we're counted, we'll get better funding for our schools, even affordable housing. Wow. Well, I'm going to complete the census now. All right, then. Let's take a shot.
Complete the census online, by phone, or by mail. Shape your future. Start here at 2020census.gov. Paid for by U.S. Census Bureau.
It's page one of the local news. Page one is a service of Quick Lane Tire and Auto Centers. They have two locations in the valley. One in the Brawley Auto Center, Highway 86 and Julia Drive. The other on Imperial Avenue next to Food for Less in El Centro.
Taking a look at the latest in local news for a Thursday morning. If you wondered what is going on schedule-wise at the port of entry, George Gale will share that with you.
They are open for essential travelers. They are, however, operating under adjusted hours. The adjustments are due to the COVID-19 pandemic and restrictions against non-essential travelers. The Calexico Eastport now is operating from 6 a.m. until 10 p.m. for both vehicle and pedestrian traffic. The Andrade Port is operating from 6 a.m. until 2 p.m. for both pedestrian and vehicle traffic. Westport of Entry continues to operate 24 hours a day. There are no changes for the commercial traffic. For KXO Local News, I'm George Gale.
El Centro Police arrested two men for an attempted robbery. According to Commander Aaron Real of the El Centro Police Department, shortly after 8 p.m. Tuesday evening, officers were dispatched to the area of 8th and Euclid following a report of an attempted robbery. Two suspects attempted to rob an individual who was walking in the area. The suspects were armed with a firearm and left the scene empty-handed in a metallic blue Scion. Less than 30 minutes later, an El Centro police officer stopped the car in the 1800 block of Lincoln Avenue. Two men, Christian Perez and Anthony Bojorquez, both 18 and both from El Centro, were arrested. They were later booked into Imperial County Jail on charges of attempted robbery and making threats. KXO News Time, 7:43.
It's Quick Lane Tire and Auto Centers with two locations in the valley, on Imperial Avenue next to Food for Less in El Centro, and in the Brawley Auto Plaza, Highway 86 and Julia Drive. Quick Lane services all makes and all models, and you never need an appointment. They're open Monday through Friday, 7 a.m. till 6 p.m., Saturdays 8 a.m. till 5 p.m. And Quick Lane has the best prices on name brand tires, guaranteed. Just ask your Quick Lane advisor for details. Quick Lane Tire and Auto Centers in Brawley and El Centro.
In other local news, the city of El Centro shares some information for you. Here's more in that story.
They want to keep the community informed in an effort to provide community members with the most up-to-date information regarding COVID-19. City of El Centro has been updating the city's COVID-19 webpage with facts and information useful during this time. Community members and visitors who may have additional questions can call the city's information line at 760-337-4037, Monday through Friday between 8 a.m. and 5 p.m. City encourages all residents to visit the City of El Centro website for current links and information on COVID-19. You can also follow the city on social media, Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. For KXO Local News, I'm George Gale.
At 8:30 tomorrow morning, Carroll Buckley will visit with Jeanette Angulo, MPA, the director of the Imperial County Public Health Department. They will update the current coronavirus situation in Imperial County and discuss what needs to be done to flatten the curve of the pandemic. The interview will be live on KXO AM 1230 and the KXO YouTube channel, rebroadcast on FM 107.5 after 9 a.m. tomorrow morning. I would suspect, Carroll, you'd probably talk a little bit about the Imperial County Health Department's dashboard as well, too, huh?
I think that might come up.
Well, stay with us. That will conclude this edition. Page 2 coming up.
Page 1 of the local news, a service of Quick Lane Tire and Auto Centers in Brawley and El Centro. Quick Lane, they service all makes and all models, and you never need an appointment. And yes, they are open for you. Hey, it's Carroll on KXO for the census. Census 2020. The census counts everyone living in the United States, regardless of their background or immigration status. Now, all you need to do is go online and answer a few very simple questions. Yeah, or you can do it by the telephone. But you should respond to the census form. Now, the questions are easy, and they are important for California to receive the funding for more health care services, parks, roads, important stuff. And a lot of that money will come back to the Imperial Valley. But you have to respond. Census 2020. It's California for all. Fill out the forms, online or on the phone, and stand up and be counted. Page 2 of the local news and weather brought to you this morning by David H. West Insurance Services. See David or Jose for life insurance, health insurance, or retirement planning.
Well, the Brawley One Stop Center has been closed. The closure is effective immediately and will last until next Monday. The closure is made necessary due to potential coronavirus exposure at the facility. During the closure, the building will be sanitized. Although the building is closed to the public for the remainder of the week, individuals can still request an appointment for services. Hours of operation are adjusted at the county. Here's more on that story.
It is at the county tax collector's office. They say the health and safety of the residents and employees of the county of Imperial are of primary concern. Therefore, as part of the nationwide effort to halt the spread of COVID-19 coronavirus, Treasurer and Tax Collector's Office will not be open to the public through April 30th. Business, however, must continue, so adjustments have been made. Deposits will be accepted Tuesdays and Thursdays from 9 a.m. until 12 noon. The only access will be through the east doorway, and you'll have to show ID to be allowed in. Business licenses are Tuesday and Thursday from 9 a.m. until noon, but there will be no walk-ins. You must call and schedule an appointment. All other business will be conducted over the phone. Property tax second installment default payment date has been extended. Payments now must be paid or postmarked no later than 5 p.m. May 1st, 2020. For more information on these and other local news stories, go to the KXO website. KXO Local News, I'm George Gale.
The Imperial County Fire Department and Office of Emergency Services battled a structure fire near Holtville Wednesday morning. The two-alarm fire involved a shop facility at a business in the 2700 block of McKim Road. Initial reports indicated that hazardous materials were housed in the building. The IID Board of Directors have placed a notice for a special meeting today. They will meet in the IID auditorium. The meeting will be called to order at 4 p.m. Any action on the agenda? There's only one item. It's a cancellation of an April 14th regular board meeting scheduled for La Quinta. We'll be back with a look at the weather.
David H. West Insurance has been helping residents in Imperial Valley for many years with their insurance needs. David, Jose, and staff are trained professionals who can help you make the right decision with your insurance coverage, from health, Medicare, and most importantly, a life insurance plan. How much life insurance do you need and what's your monthly cost? We'll call David H. West Insurance today to make an appointment and get a free quote on a life insurance plan that's right for you and your family at 760-352-3411. That's 352-3411.
Here's Carol Buckley with the weather update.
The National Weather Service says a slow-moving storm system will mainly affect the Imperial and Yuma valleys today, possibly bringing scattered showers. Tomorrow will also bring another chance for showers and possibly a few thunderstorms. After this storm system finally exits the region later on Saturday, temperatures will warm to just below normal levels into early next week under generally dry conditions. 67 our high yesterday, 46 our low. 0.28 inches of rain was measured at NAFL Centro. Today will be sunny with a high near 71, west wind about 5 miles an hour. Mostly cloudy tonight with a low around 55, northwest wind 5 to 10 miles an hour. A 30% chance of showers, mainly after midnight. Tomorrow will be mostly cloudy with a high near 65, northwest wind about 5 miles an hour. There is a 60% chance of showers and possibly a thunderstorm afternoon. Sunny on Saturday with a high near 79, west wind 5 to 10 miles an hour. Easter Sunday will be sunny with a high near 81, light winds. We have 52 degrees downtown, 62% relative humidity, wind out of the south at 327 miles an hour. Page 2 of the local news brought to you by David H. West Insurance Services. See David or Jose for health insurance plans and Medicare supplemental coverage. David H. West Insurance Services.
Oh, there's no basketball. There's no baseball.
What are they going to do? No problem.
Let's play some football.
AM 1230 and the Westwood One Radio Network will bring you classic postseason NFL games. Monday and Thursday night football returns with classic NFL playoff games, including Super Bowl I. Relive history with some of the very best football ever on AM 1230. It's sports time. Yeah, what there is. LeBron James, King James says it's going to be tough if the Lakers season doesn't resume. Well, it's LeBron's 17th year in the league. How many has he got left? Yeah, James said yesterday, I don't know if I will be able to have any closure. Meanwhile, Doc Rivers says Kawhi Leonard will return in top shape. Leonard has been working out, getting ready for the possible resumption of the NBA season. Meanwhile, the NBA and ESPN are finalizing plans to televise a horse shooting competition. No, animal rights people, don't get upset here. Horse, H-O-R-S-E. You know, the old basketball game. Okay. Chris Paul, Trae Young, Zach LaVine, they have all said, hey, we'll play. Yeah, why not? Got nothing else to do.
Being a teenager is tough. There's the constant pressure to be liked.
Endless worrying about college.
Cyberbullying, high expectations, all the negativity.
There's no question. Being a teenager is tough. And what do California teens do when they want to block out the noise and clear their heads?
We play! Yeah!
Research shows that teenagers who participate in high school sports have lower stress levels, more confidence, and greater self-esteem. And then there's the biggest benefit of all.
High school sports are fun.
Not just fun.
They're a lot of fun.
Encourage your teenagers to participate in a sport or activity when they go to high school. They'll stress less and smile more. And they'll be laying the foundation for a happier, healthier future.
This message presented by the California Interscholastic Federation and the California State Athletic Directors Association.
NFL news. Former Los Angeles Rams players Todd Gurley and Clay Matthews have claimed that the Rams are behind on delivering paychecks. Yeah. Hey, you guys are past due. Send us money. Send us money now. The Rams released Gurley and Matthews on March 19th. And, they haven't got money. Yeah. Anyway. Speaking of NFL, great postseason NFL games on AM 1230 begin tonight. It'll be Green Bay and Arizona in the 2009 wild card game. Our coverage starts at 5 p.m. Other games coming up, have some great ones, like Super Bowl IV, Super Bowl I. We understand it'll be the first time it has been broadcast on radio since it was played in 1967. Yeah, we're looking forward to that. That's it for Sports Time. Stick around. We've got financial news coming up. The Imperial County Public Health Department wants you to know COVID-19 testing is currently being prioritized for those most at risk from complications from COVID-19. Those with mild illness, even mild forms of COVID-19, are able to recover at home. If you're sick, please stay at home. Monitor and treat your symptoms just as you would any other respiratory illness. Use over-the-counter medications to treat symptoms such as fever and cough. And make sure to rest and drink plenty of fluids. Keep your doctor informed if your symptoms are getting worse. Remember, getting a COVID-19 test when you don't have symptoms may not provide accurate results. It's financial news and a look at weather, and it is brought to you this morning by H&R Block. Get your taxes done right. Visit the nearest H&R Block location. And checking in, stocks right now are up. The U.S. stock market bounced higher in choppy trade after a report showed another 6.6 million Americans claimed unemployment benefits in the latest week. That was offset by the Federal Reserve announcing details of a new lending program to mid-sized businesses and municipalities. U.S. exchanges will be closed tomorrow in observance of Good Friday. The Dow Jones Industrial up 427 points, pushing 23,860. The S&P 500 jumped 46 to trade near 2,796. And the NASDAQ Composite rose 37 points as well. The Federal Reserve announced details of its new Main Street lending program that will provide $600 billion in support for mid-sized businesses and $500 billion for states, counties, and cities. In a webcast appearance, Fed Chairman Jerome Powell said the economy is strong enough to be robust once the cloud of the coronavirus pandemic is passed. High unemployment can be temporary, according to Powell.
This is what most people's heart rate sounds like when they're getting their taxes done. And this is what it sounds like when you file at H&R Block. Because they've got upfront transparent pricing, so you'll know the price before you begin. And that is my stomach demanding tacos. Upfront transparent pricing. Just another way it's better with Block.
This tax season, go easy on yourself and let H&R Block prepare your taxes for you. Visit any H&R Block location here in the Imperial Valley, Yuma, San Luis, or Blythe.
We will have sunny skies today with a high near 71, west wind about 5 miles an hour. Tonight, mostly cloudy with a low around 55, northwest wind 5 to 10 miles an hour. A 30% chance of showers, mainly after midnight. Tomorrow, mostly cloudy with a high near 65, northwest wind about 5 miles an hour. We have a 60% chance of showers, then showers likely with possibly a thunderstorm after noon tomorrow. 52 degrees, 62% relative humidity. Financial news brought to you by H&R Block with locations throughout the valley.
The number of COVID-19 cases keeps rising.
Coronavirus is making people and the economy sick.
The first death from the COVID-19 virus has been reported in Imperial County.
The U.S. economy has lost nearly 10 million jobs.
The number of positive COVID-19 cases continues to grow in Imperial County.
17,000 confirmed cases of the coronavirus in the U.S.
Stay home.
Some serious stuff going on.
Quédate en casa.
And we all got to come together.
Stay healthy.
The best oldies on the radio. KXO El Centro, the Imperial Valley's local news source.
CBS News brought to you by the Imperial Valley Economic Development Corporation.
This is CBS News on the Hour, presented by Capital One Bank.
I'm Steve Kathan. In northern New Jersey, another 6.6 million people filed for unemployment benefits last week, and the government estimates now 1 in 10 Americans has lost a job since the coronavirus pandemic blasted the economy. CBS News business analyst Jill Schlesinger.
During the entire recovery from the Great Recession, the U.S. economy added about 20 million jobs. We are nearing those job losses just in 3 or 4 weeks.
Fed Chairman Jerome Powell says he expects when businesses can reopen, the economy will rebound in the second half of the year, and policymakers will keep shoring it up if they have to. Meantime, on Capitol Hill,
Senate Majority Leader Mitch McConnell plans to ask for unanimous consent to approve an additional $250 billion for the popular Paycheck Protection Program, under which small businesses can get federally backed loans that would be forgiven if they keep workers on payroll during a coronavirus crisis. Democrats may block that consent in order to secure more money for the SNAP nutrition program, along with money for local hospitals and governments. Bill Rakoff, CBS News, Washington.
On CBS This Morning, Dr. Anthony Fauci warned there may have to be permanent changes to our behavior until there's a COVID-19 vaccine.
We have to be prepared that when the infections start to rear their heads again, that we have in place a very aggressive and effective way to identify, isolate, contact, trace.
He said there should be no assumption warmer weather will improve the situation, but by summer things might return to normal. In New York City, the virus epicenter in this country, Mayor Bill de Blasio urges residents to stay the course on staying at home and social distancing.
What you're doing so far is absolutely on target. It's very, very tough to do social distancing. It's very tough to stay home and practice shelter in place.
I'm Deborah Rodriguez in New York. Research teams at NYU School of Medicine and Mount Sinai have found the coronavirus was brought to this region by travelers from Europe, not Asia, in mid-February. That was weeks before the first confirmed case and weeks before European travel restrictions were put into place.
A top Pentagon official says the military has to plan for outbreaks similar to the one on the carrier Theodore Roosevelt. Positive cases there now top 400. For the second time, Georgia has delayed its presidential primaries because of the pandemic, moving the voting now from May until June. Wall Street right now, an up day for stocks. The Dow is up 331 points. This is CBS News.
Why settle for average? With Capital One, you can open an account with a savings rate 5 times the national average. Welcome to Banking Reimagined. What's in your wallet? Capital One N.A., member FDIC.
Rock Stars at Home, presented by O'Reilly Auto Parts. Rocker Roger Daltrey recently returned to visit his childhood home. Turns out, it's a pretty special place of residence.
This here is the house we moved to when I was 11 years old. This is the house where I made my first guitar, and that room up there was my mother's bedroom. That's where the Who started.
Think O'Reilly Auto Parts for all your car care needs. Get guaranteed low prices and excellent customer service. And O'Reilly Auto Parts. Better parts, better prices every day.
You check things all the time, like your email every 10 seconds or your ex's Instagram. But what about checking something as important as your credit? Well, Discover makes it quick, easy, and best of all, free. Discover is now offering FICO credit scores, the score used by 90% of top lenders, for free, even if you're not a customer. Checking your score won't hurt your credit, and you can check each month for changes, always for free. The Discover Credit Scorecard, free for everyone. Learn more at discover.com/credit scorecard. Limitations apply.
In several states, government and churches are at odds as the pandemic rages on.
Republican lawmakers in Kansas have overturned Democratic Governor Laura Kelly's executive order limiting the size of religious gatherings amid the coronavirus crisis. The governor has lashed out.
Republican legislative leaders have chosen the shockingly irresponsible decision that will put every Kansas life at risk.
Several Republicans in the Kansas legislature want churches opened up for Easter Sunday services. Jim Crisula, CBS News.
Well, many restaurants are closed. March Madness never happened, so that means there's a national surplus of chicken wings. People did load up on chicken when the outbreak got serious. But in stores, people buy breasts and tenderloins, healthier cuts. Wings, not so much. The NCAA tournament is second only to the Super Bowl in terms of wing consumption. Steve Kathan, CBS News.
At IVEDC, our mission is to help grow the Imperial Valley economy by aggressively marketing the valley to attract industries that create jobs and raise the local standard of living. We have had considerable success with the renewable energy industry, and due to these efforts, local businesses have benefited and jobs have been created. The Imperial Valley Economic Development Corporation is continuing our efforts to grow the local economy with new businesses and new jobs. That means a better way of life for our valley.
CBS News, a service of the Imperial Valley Economic Development Corporation. It's all here.
You've got Carroll Buckley with the best oldies on the radio.
1230 KXO.
Hello?
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 Hello? Hello?
Hello? Oh, hello, Barney.
Hello?
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 Hello? Bonjour.
Hi.
How you doing there? Yo.
Hello?
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 Hello? Hello?
Yo, yo.
Hello?
Hello?
Hello? Hello?
Hello?